What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. We have a treat for you. We have the Pixel 5a. This just was announced. If you want to pick it up, it's $449. It's kind of like a mid-range phone, and it's from Google, and it seemingly replaces the regular Pixel 5. It's bigger. It's got a bigger battery. It's basically got the same specs. So let's talk about some of those specs. So first of all, you can just see on my Twitter here, $449, 6.34 inch display, 1080p plus resolution, 60 hertz OLED also, Snapdragon 765G, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes storage, 4680 milliamp battery, it's a huge battery, and it's IP67 dust and water resistant. Okay, so let's first take a look what comes inside of this box. So it has 5G. So if you're a big 5G fan, this phone does have 5G. You see you got your SIM card ejector. You got some paperwork in here, nothing too fancy or exciting in there. And then you do get a USB-C charging brick and cord in here. And then you get a little adapter too. So very rare occurrences now. And just to let you know, Google has come out within the last day or so at the time of making this video and said this will be the last phone that they include the charger with. So if you want to get a charger in one of their feature phones, you're going to have to purchase it separately. And then a quick look around the phone, you can see you get your dual camera with a flash. You have your fingerprint sensor on the back. You get your G logo at the bottom. There is stereo speakers on here. USB-C charging. You got your colored kind of gray button on the right here. You got your volume up and down. Headphone jack. Yeah, that's right. This phone has a headphone jack, one of a dying breed of phones that still has one. You have your SIM card down here on the left. And that is pretty much it. Before we dive too much into everything about this phone, let's talk about the things that I think are going to turn people off and just get that out of the way. So first of all, it has a 60 hertz display, which is iPhones still have 60 hertz displays at the time of making this phone, and they are like the best-selling phone in America, basically. So if you need the fast refresh on your display, you wouldn't want to get this phone, but it shouldn't bother you that much. Also, no wireless charging. So if you need wireless charging, this phone doesn't have it. But other than that, it's a damn good phone. So just performance alone, even though it has that 60 hertz refresh rate on the display, everything is very, very snappy on here. Everything opens up really quickly and easily, and I've had no problems at all with just navigating around on this phone. Everything is great on here. Very, very happy with the performance of the phone thus far. $449, Snapdragon 765G, which is a great processor. That processor is going to be a fantastic processor for basically anybody that wants to do anything on a phone. It does all the basics really, really well, from watching videos to doing your social media, taking videos and photos. All of that works fantastic on here. You can even run multiple windows on your phone, so just press up, and we're going to press and hold on this icon right here for Twitter, and we're going to go to split screen. And then we're going to choose this, and look at, we got two windows at once. It's a very common occurrence. So Android, you can run two windows at once. Apple, you cannot, but very cool little thing you can do on this. So if you wanted to watch a video here and surf the web or surf your social media, you can. Pixels are known for their cameras, and this still takes really, really great photos. You can see you got your camera cutout in the top left. So, and then on the back, you have the dual cameras as well. Launching the camera real quick, you can see that when you want, you can do video. Let me go to video real quick here. Video goes up to 4K 60, and I'll show you some samples of photos and things like that in just a moment, but you can see you can do 4K 60 on this phone. So very happy with that, along with slow motion and time lapse. And you got different modes down here as well, such as panorama, photosphere, lens. You can come into portrait mode, night sight, which is their night mode photo. And again, everything works really, really well. With that said, let's check out some samples of some photos and videos that I took with the phone. All right, guys, here is the front camera. I am sweating bullets. It's so freaking hot in my office right now, but this will kind of give you an indication of what it looks like with the front camera video. Everything on here is just the lighting in here. It's not, I mean, there's good lighting in here. So with good lighting, this is what it's going to look like. Most phones with really dark lighting, it's not going to look good, but this is what it looks like with pretty good lighting. And then here we go with the back camera. This should be shooting in 4K 60 right now. You get an indication of what this looks like. Me walking around a little bit if there's any stabilization issues, because I do have stabilization turned on, but can you see any issues with it? Let me know in the comments down below. Remember, $449 for this. What do you think this looks like and sounds like versus maybe the phone that you have? Next, let's check out the speakers. I'm pretty happy with the speakers on here. It's got pretty good bass. I'm pretty happy with the bass. Let's check out one of my videos so you can hear that as well. Here we go, quick video.
Guys, welcome to Greggles TV Daily. Before we jump into the tech news, remember to follow me on Greggles TV on Instagram, because over there I am now posting some of my full-length videos on there. So if you missed them on YouTube, you can now watch them on the comfort of Instagram. So check it out, Greggles TV. It's linked down below. With that said, let's jump into the tech news. First story of the day.
So overall, very happy with the speakers overall. They're not the loudest, you know, they're not the best sounding, but they have damn good solid volume and damn good bass on there. So I'm very happy with the sound of these. The display, as you can see right here, is decent. It's an OLED display. It's definitely not the best OLED display I've seen. One of my gripes with this, and it seems to be a very common occurrence with all Google phones, I personally like my displays very bright. I generally have to rock this thing up from about 70 to 100% at all times. I mean, unless I'm in a completely dark room. It just is just way too dark, unfortunately, for me. But regardless, you get a nice big battery in here with a 1080p plus display, so you should still, with a 60 hertz refresh rate at that, so the battery life and all that should be really great, even though, you know, I'm gonna have to rock this at a super high brightness. Software on this, if you're used to Google devices, it's a very clean and easy to use software. It's gonna get Android 12 probably within the next couple months here, or a month or two maybe. It's very easy to use. I very much enjoy it. Very simple, very clean. You know, go into settings right here. Not a ton of customizations to come in here and do a lot of cool stuff. But with that said, you still get, you know, things that you can go in there and check. You can mess with your notifications and things like that. You can go into battery and turn on battery saver to get even crazy battery life, up to, you know, a whole weekend of battery life if you turn on battery saver. You have your display settings if need be, with night light and adaptive brightness and screen timeout, screen attention, make your fonts bigger. You can mess with your display size if you want, if you have bad eyesight, which like me, I do. So you know, there's some stuff in here you can still play with. It's just not like a Samsung phone where there's tons of customizations to potentially overwhelm you. Fingerprint sensor works really well. I'll show you that real quick. So I like that. For me, I mean, it's just more of a preference thing. The power button seems a little bit too high up for me. I wish it was like lower, I guess, and I wish the volume buttons were above it. Maybe that's because what I'm used to. But other than that, they work great. They're easy to find as well. So there's a lot to like about this phone. It's got really nice cameras. It shoots nice video, takes good photos. I like the fingerprint sensor on the back. It's easy to use. It works well. The phone overall performance is very impressive. Very happy with the performance of this phone. It works really well with the, you know, basically a middle of the range processor, enhanced software to really take advantage of this kind of hardware. Only 6 gigs of RAM, but everything runs really good. Headphone jack if you need it. I mean, a lot of people still want a headphone jack, so it has that. The storage inside, 128 gigs of storage, is fine for most people. The speakers sound good. You don't get wireless charging. You do get IP67, so you can put this in some water and capture some videos or photos, or drop it in the toilet a couple times if you wanted to and still be fine. So I recommend the phone if you're looking for a phone that just does everything pretty damn well, from social media to taking photos to watching videos to just surfing the web and playing light gaming or mid-tier type gaming. This is going to be a great phone for you. Link down below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you down the road. Peace.